Ravensburg is a town in Upper Swabia in southern Germany, capital of the district of Ravensburg, Baden-Württemberg. Ravensburg was first mentioned in 1088. In the Middle Ages, it was an imperial free city and an important trading center. The Great Ravensburg Trading Society owned shops and trading companies all over Europe. The historic town center is still very much intact, including 3 town gates and over 10 towers of the medieval fortification. The town's most popular festival is the Rottenfest in mid-year. History. Ravensburg was first mentioned in writing in 1088. It was founded by the Welfs, a Frankish dynasty in Swabia who became later Dukes of Bavaria and Saxony and who made the castle of Ravensburg their ancestral seat. By a contract of inheritance, in 1191 the Hohenstaufen Frederick Barbarossa acquired the ownership of Ravensburg from Welfi, Duke of Spoleto and uncle of both Frederick Barbarossa and Henry the Lion. With the death of Conrad am 1268 in Naples, the Hohenstaufen line became extinct. The former estates became imperial property of the Holy Roman Empire. Like many other cities in Swabia, at the end of the 13th century Ravensburg became an imperial free city in 1276. The Great Ravensburg Trading Society was founded at Ravensburg and Constance around 1380 by the merchant families of Humphreys, Botelli and Montprat. At first, the society mostly dealt in the production of linen and fustian. With the opening of one of the first paper mills north of the Alps in 1402 in Ravensburg, paper became another commodity. The Ravensburg stores also sold Oriental spices, Mediterranean wines and Bohemian ores. After the liquidation of the Great Ravensburg Trading Society in 1530, Ravensburg stagnated economically. The 30 Years' War caused a grave decline of the population. Swedish troops destroyed the old castle, now named Vektorisiert, after the St. Vi chapel at the castle grounds. Following the Reformation, a paritatic government emerged, meaning an equal distribution of public offices between the Catholic and Protestant confession. The city council was one half each Protestant and Catholic. For some time there was even a Catholic and a Protestant mayor at the same time, and the both confessions celebrated the village fair, the Rottenfest, apart from each other. This system was approved at the end of the 30 Years' War in the Peace of Westphalia, which named 4 paritatic imperial cities: Augsburg, Biberach, Dinkelsbühl and Ravensburg. In 1803 the Emmeroir and Reichstag passed the Reichsdeputations Hauptschluss, a bill which included the secularization and mediatization of many German states, the first meaning the confiscation of the estates belonging to the Church, the second the incorporation of the imperial estates and imperial free cities into larger regional states. As a result, Ravensburg first became a Bavarian exclave within Württemberg. After a swap of estates between Bavaria and Württemberg, it was incorporated in the Kingdom of Württemberg in 1810. Since Ravensburg was impoverished and depopulated after the 30 Years' War, only a few new buildings were raised during the 18th and the early 19th century. The benefit of this economic stagnation was the conservation of a widely intact medieval city with nearly all towers and gates of the historic fortification. 20th century. During World War II, Ravensburg was strategically of no relevance. Ravensburg did not harbor any noteworthy arms industry, but was home to a big aid supplies center belonging to the Swiss Red Cross, so no air raid destroyed the historic city center. In the 1970s, Ravensburg increased in population and territory by the incorporation of smaller communities like Uschach, Schmaleg and Taldorf. Ravensburg University of Cooperative Education was established in the town in 1978. In the 1980s, the old town was renovated and all transit traffic was banned from the city centre. Economy and infrastructure. Ravensburg is a thriving shopping town in the wealthy region of Upper Swabia. Unemployment is relatively low. The nearest large cities are Munich, Stuttgart and Zurich, approximately a 2-hour drive away each. Ulm, Konstanz and Bregenz are each less than a 1-hour drive away. Ravensburg is part of an urban agglomeration that also comprises Weingarten and several suburbs. Ravensburg, Weingarten, and Friedrichshafen share the functionality of a Obers and tram transportation. Ravensburg is located at a crossing of the federal roads B30, B31 and B32. A bypass highway around Ravensburg and Weingarten was completed recently. The regional airport is situated at Friedrichshafen, about 15 kilometers south of Ravensburg. The nearest national motorways are the A7 and A8 and the A96. In 1847, the railway station of Ravensburg was put in operation, part of the so-called Swabian Railroad from Stuttgart to Friedrichshafen, the oldest railroad of Württemberg and well known in all of Germany by the folk-style song of Die Schwäbische Eisenbahn. Local businesses. Mechanical engineering has traditionally been the main type of industry in the region, based on the demand of the paper and textile industries and a long tradition of flour, paper and other mills. Many engineering factories arose at the end of the 19th century. Today the primary engineering firms in Ravensburg are the leftovers of the former Escher Wissag, which are now subsidiaries of the Austrian Andritz Hydro. Ravensburg AG, whose headquarters are located in the town, is a company internationally known for board games, jigsaw puzzles and children's books. The pastry factory De Tekram is another company with an internationally known brand name. Since January 2005 it has been a wholly owned subsidiary to Griesen de Beauclair. Other large industrial companies include Vektorisiert, a manufacturer of pre-filled injection systems. Omira, one of the largest dairies in southern Germany. The tool factory Hauer Probst, the worldwide market leader in hammer drill bits. The components apply EBZ Engineering Bauschen Amp Ziege, the packaging manufacturer Autobar Packaging. Two suppliers of solar power systems, Pro Solar Solarstrom and Pro Solar Energy Technik. Media. The local newspaper is the Schwäbische Zeitung. The radio companies Radio 7 and Südwestrundfunk run broadcasting studios at Ravensburg. In Horgensel near Ravensburg, the Ravensburg-Horgensel transmitter transmitted Deutschlandfunk on the medium wave frequency 756 kHz. International relations. Ravensburg is twinned with famous people. Henry the Lion, born at Ravensburg Castle. Hans Buchner, organist and composer. Johann Susan Brotis, humanist, taught in Ravensburg. Franz Joachim bike painter. Karl Erb, German tenor. Angelika Buck and Eric Buck, figure skaters. Klaus Schwab, German economist, founder of the World Economic Forum. Ömer Toprak, Turkish footballer. Sport. The town's association football club FV Ravensburg, formed in 1893, has played in the Oberliga Baden-Württemberg on 3 occasions from 1978 to 1983, from 1998 to 2000 and again since 2003. From 2006 to 2010, Ravensburg hosted the Air Canada Cup or MLP Nations Cup, an international women's ice hockey tournament.